Hope everyone can hear us. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
All right, we're live. We're live.
We're live.
I think I have no idea if everyone can hear us though. So, yeah. Can I say hello?
Hello.
Can everyone here have and me?
Oh, I just. Ooh. I can't hear anyone, man. Oh, because people don't talk, right?
Yeah, no. I'm asking, can everyone hear you? Because everyone in the comments, can you guys hear have?
Yeah, I'm just making coffee here, guys.
Is this your second coffee of the day?
Technically, because I drank the whole thing. I made twice for me and my wife, and I drank both. So I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna make a little more.
I honestly make Kaylee coffee every morning, and she never drinks it ever.
Oh, Karina does drink it.
Oh yeah, Kaylee never drinks.
No.
Well, she does sometimes, but
What do you make her? Because maybe it's just like too strong or something. Like no, here I have Cinnabon from Dunkin' Donuts flavor. So it's like a Cinnabon flavored coffee.
No, it's just Kaylee's the type of person that will open up a can of soda, like Coca-Cola or something, and take 3 sips and never return.
Oh, dude, that's my wife. That's what she does too. Every time.
I hate it.
And they're like little tiny sips too. Not even a little bit. Not even like a gulp.
Just sniffs the air. Like, I'm done.
It smells great. I wish we had Smell-O-Vision.
Smell of it, that'd be good. I've got a cup of British tea. British tea going on. So, dude.
Now, can you say British tea in an American accent?
British tea in an American accent. Oh, that was
good.
British tea in an American accent.
Damn.
Depends what part of American though, right?
Huh?
Depends what part of America.
Probably was like California. I don't know. I think I have a Spanish, English, American accent.
Yeah, you have a bit of like a all over place accent.
Yeah.
I'm just like live editing this video. All right, dude. So let's dive. I don't know what the plan is, but everyone start throwing some questions in, and then in the meantime, me and Hab are gonna chat. Someone says, okay, yeah. So King OK says, Lloyd and Javier, did you see Christian Grace's The Ecosystem performance on his Instagram? Maybe we can get a live reaction from both of you.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I might know what it is because me and Chris had a big catch up on Friday. So
you know what it is already. I don't.
Well, I might know what it is, but shall I just pull it up on my phone? I don't have Instagram.
On your phone? You don't have Instagram?
Well, in case anyone's wondering, like I properly deleted Facebook on some day last week or something. And then I deleted Instagram, but I haven't actually deleted my account, but I've like properly erased my Facebook account, but I haven't erased my Instagram. So yeah, but I'm not going to ever go on it.
You're not going to go on Instagram also?
Mm-hmm.
You're too cool for it? Now you just do TikTok?
I don't even have it. I don't think I've ever had a TikTok account, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what is the plan? What made you make this decision? How come you chose to delete Facebook and be in the process of getting rid of Instagram?
It was just annoying. It did nothing. I don't know, like anyone that I know would reach out for a catch up. I mean, we're adults now. I'm 34. How old are you? 33?
30.
What are you?
32?
30.
What? I'm 32. Yeah. Because this is 2023 now. So yeah, I'm 32.
Wait, so you were born in 91?
90.
90. Yeah.
in November. So we still have to wait.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So
It's easy for me because I just add 10 to the year. You know
I
what?
love that you said it was easy and then spent like a full 10 seconds being like,
Because yeah. Oh, you're right. It's not easy for me, man. Like the memorized deck is easier for me to know than my own age.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, man, I don't know about you. You don't have Facebook, right? Like you don't have it.
I'll do this. I probably got a Facebook when it first came out, and I never used it. You can go see. I maybe wrote 2-3 posts 10, 12 years ago whenever I opened it, and then I've never used it. I don't know.
See, I had it when it first came out. I mean, I've had it ever since, and it was fun, and like you'd catch up on things with people like when it came out. And then as I got into my Magic career, I would just use it primarily, and everyone will know that like I'd share like the odd family snap or like a photo of like some amateur photography of a lighthouse and stuff. But 99.9999% of the usage would just be to share my Magic, just share like new videos, new ideas, or just new products, anything to do, anything that I would create Magic would be shared on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I'm at the age now where it's like, and I don't know about if it's the same for you, but I don't give a, in the nicest way possible, I don't care if anyone sees my stuff or not. You know what I mean? I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Yeah. The question, I mean, I think it boils down to why am I going on this app? Like, what is the reason for me to go here? And for me, the reason I don't go on it, number one, is I'm going to most likely mindlessly scroll. You know what I mean?
Scrolling.
Then I'm also going to see things and learn things that I don't want to know about, So things about the news and things about all that stuff, that is just going to make me think about things that I'd rather not have on my mind. So I almost dropped all the cards. So I rather not know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Because any little thing that you hear can leave almost like a ripple effect of thoughts that you're then going to shift how you feel and you're going to shift how you're thinking because you were kind of slightly guided by something you saw that you didn't really want to see. Get it? You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
it was. I found that creatively, it's so easy to be like, okay, I'm gonna make an idea, and then 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh, I wonder what he's been up to from school. I haven't seen him for decades, and then 3 hours later, you don't feel any better. You just wasted all your time and your creativity and.
Yeah, and also it makes you compare yourself, I feel, to other things. Like, for instance, let's say you're creating something. You're in the middle of creating something. And you see something else that for some reason you think, oh my God, I would never be able to do that. It might stop you from continuing to do that trick you were doing. And you were halfway through. And then maybe it was going to be better than that. But if you hear what I'm saying, I'm also comparing this to that one. So there's this comparison like, oh, is this better? Is this? Not seeing any of that, I feel like it also makes you more creative in the sense that because you don't know what's going on, all the possibilities is whatever you want. Do you know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
Let me do this coin through bottle, right? If I see a coin through bottle that is just like yours, let's say, it's crazy. It's like really good. That might stop me from trying to come up with my own. Because I already saw one that is just like super good.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, it's that's the thing that I think about quite often, right? Is that seeing other people's methods to effect can be a hindrance.
Yeah.
The other part of it is it can be a blessing, because so you can create an effect blindly, and then see that it's been done before. It's like right. Or you can see an effect and see the method. And because you know how it works, you can actively go out your way to not do that method.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true.
It can be a double-edged sword. I know, like, from the years I had... Sorry, say again.
No. I was just going to say kind of like it's almost like the yin-yang, There's going to be good, there's going to be some bad. It's not always going to be like one thing. So yeah, like seeing the tricks, it makes you so that you don't use that method, or you might see it and you might automatically see like an improved method that you can apply. No. Oh, my cat was going in my laundry. That's not bueno. So yeah, it's like you, but I feel like sometimes as magicians, we have already like our tool of methods is like huge, right?
Yeah.
So even just thinking of the effect, you can start pulling from all the methods we already know to piece it together.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's a double-edged thing. What I was going to say real quick, I'm going to put you on the spot, Hav, because I know people are tuning in to see and hear and talk about magic, right? So it's all one thing. I know not everyone's interested in talking about stuff like that. Can you show that card switch that you taught on your channel the other week? The palm thing. It's the best thing. I'm gonna open up a little new window thing and add that to it. I'll be there. So
Like,
can you explain the reason why this exists? I think that's quite interesting.
well, to be honest, it started because a switch you showed me. So you started showing me a switch.
Did I?
Yeah, I can't remember what switch you had, and then I was like, "Oh crap! If we have a switch for, I could use this for decks, because the card. I'm sure I can say this, but
Yeah.
the if we wanted to get this card.
Second.
Ay Dios.
Hold on. There's no audio for a second. Let's go back. I apologize, y'all.
Sorry.
Add some form of audio to this. Do you want to just say what you were just saying, and I'll figure out the way to.
Oh, so they can't hear me.
They can hear you now when I'm in this view, but when I go to full screen view, they can't. So I need to copy that somehow.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying is that this switch, I made it so that we could have any card named, right? Any card that they name in a blank deck, or in a Joker deck, like you see in that video. So that's technically like why I wanted to do this switch. More specifically, because I wanted to have a single card and then have them name any card and get it from decks, and have the switch happen through the cop card. Yeah, so that's kind of like why. I don't know if anybody has any questions, or if I answer the question you wanted me to ultimately answer, Lloyd. I don't know.
I think so. Wait there. I'm just trying this.
Okay.
MacBook mic. All right, everyone, let us know if you hear audio on this. Say hello, Javier.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Lloyd's channel.
I'll hold off for a second. So just type down if you hear the audio for both of us.
Okay. Let's see what they say. Because it's a little bit delayed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always a small delay. I think it's like 30 seconds. I'm seeing some thumbs up, some thumbs up, some thumbs up. Sounds good. All right.
Woo! Good.
Jason Yockham says, literally heard nothing he'd said before. All right, I apologize. Daniel Bryan, what's going on, dude? Nice to see you, man. Show everyone the Switch, like how it looks, and then we'll talk about some fun stuff to do with it.
Okay. So that would be the Switch. Let's say they want this one here, the 7. You would come over and switch it.
It's so good, dude. I seen a small flash in the window, so I know all the commenters like some.
Sorry, guys, I'm not perfect.
You are in my eyes. Let me try and learn that thing because I haven't got it down yet, and I should really learn it for the release of decks. And by the way, everyone, you can go to Javier's channel right now. Go on youtube.com /at Magician Javier. The link is also on screen or somewhere down below. Maybe one of the admins will put it in the chat box. If you haven't, by the way, subscribed to Javier's channel, it's a bit of an honor having him on here because he's the best magician on YouTube, period. And I'm not saying that because you're on here. I actually said this on my end of year video. I tell everyone who listens.
Thank you so much, dude.
Your stuff is out of this world, and you've just started, and I tracked your growth versus my growth, and it's taken you like literally half the time to get to where you are with subscribers than it did for me to get to the same place. So you're just like on a rocket ship. They're all going to the sky, right?
Oh, that's good.
So
that's
please
cool.
Go and sub.
You know, I can't do it by myself. I can't hit people's subscribe stuff. They have to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's to everyone.
All right, teach me this darn Switch, y'all.
Okay, let's see.
Card Pound, right?
Yeah, in the cop, and then sometimes doing this thing with the pinky helps. That way, this hand doesn't have that much movement, and then this hand, what it does is you use this thumb almost like to spring the card into palm.
Ooh.
Oh. So remember your pivot point is going to be that pinky. So it almost.
How are you doing that into palm with like without? Are you using the pinky? Can I see your right hand pinky?
Like, look, this is technically all that you need: the pinky and the thumb, and it'll go into palm. You see? So just.
Okay.
Boom.
So.
And then relax the hand, then it's gone. But yeah, so then you match, and another thing is you don't technically have to do it yourself because you get this. You could also use this thumb, this index finger, to spring the card into the hand.
Okay. That might be a bit easier for me.
Yeah, and then when you do that, that's when at the same time you do the pinky. See, so that there's almost no change.
Okay, so put a bit of a bow in that. I'm flashing when I do it. Can you perform it at full speed again?
Yeah. So here.
I can see the exposed card. Damn, man. Didn't you used to do this thing where you'd pull your sleeves up and that would like...
Oh, yeah. There's different ways. Like to hide it, right? So you can come here, go there, hide that there, and then, I did it backwards. Hold on. So it would be, let me do it in slow motion. It would be here. Oh yeah, and then close there, and then here, and then the card, you can now leave it in Gregory Wilson's pit stop, and so you can be clean at the end. So then at speed, it would be something. I already have my sleeves rolled up. Hold on. Maybe like here.
Man, I have to get this down. So,
Then you leave that.
David Jonathan says, "What's up, Javier? Great switch."
What's up,
I know. David Jonathan's an actual genius. That's alive right now.
I love David. Amazing.
Okay, so let me see if I can kind of get this. I'm gonna butcher it, so bear with me. But so let's say, no, I'll just say stop.
Stop. King of the Diamonds.
KOH goes into the deck. Deck goes down.
Damn.
Ah, shit.
Oh,
I think I flashed. I flashed.
I see. You know what? When you come here, if you hold it for just a split second.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes it work so well. Is that little momentary? Almost like I need to show it.
Because this part here, I think, is the one that sells this thing being afterwards. Because they see that the card here, they see that you used it to raise there, and now you grab here. So this hand is not important.
Could you do this half as well? Like, it gets into palm. You come up. Sorry, so you come up and hold it this way, right? And then if you turn this around, you could almost place this behind like that slightly so that you can open your fingers up a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Puff.
Puff.
Here, boom. Oh, and then it switches back.
I used to do this thing, which is so card gets selected. Just I don't know which one. Just say stop.
Stop. Down.
The TOH goes in.
TOH.
Lost into the deck, and I'd say actually let me just put it face up instead.
Oh, that was so good.
So it's like this.
Good.
It's like I go to just turn it over. So like as if you were actually gonna just turn it over like that. I would kind of go from here. I can't remember which way I do it.
You really grab the bottom and you throw the other one.
You actually grab both, sort of thing. And it'd go like this.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I don't know how that looks. The other thing to remember is like that would be done in the real world. You would do it talking, right? So you'd have the card here and whatever, and you kind of need to see your face in it, but you would just casually do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you're actually doing this, nobody's gonna look.
So watch the 6, right, and then that flashed, right? I think
a little bit. There we go. There we go. See, boom.
You could try it without you could try and just go without the scissor thing.
Oh, okay.
Like the just.
Wow, dude, you have to teach that in the decks thing.
So I'll make it obvious. So there's an ace. So I'm going to switch the king for the ace.
That's so good. Dude, that's so good.
Realistically, though, if you were going to turn a card over, you do it from the end, right? So maybe it's... that's tricky because this card's in the way.
Behind, right? Yeah.
And yeah, you can't really get a purchase on it. Oh, sugar me timbers! Look at this, dude. Ready? Right, watch the ace, okay?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I don't know if that worked for you or not. Especially with my hand like kind of over it. Wait, so if I come over like this, that's a switch.
That's amazing.
Watch this. So wait, one more go, right? So turn. Oh no, it's flash. I don't.
Dude, the retention. It just looks so good. Okay, it's on video. I was gonna say write it down or something so we don't forget, but it's on video. Dude, that is so good. I don't know how to do that one. Oh, you're reading comments?
I'm reading someone says tiny window, but that looks great. Good work. Lloyd, you're flashing because you have hands like a 12-year-old. Someone said about me.
No, I know.
You're doing it so good though. Let me put on to two-man view. 2 guests. All right. This is fun.
Yeah.
Dude, how crazy. Watch this, right? So card here. Name one.
King of 3 of Hearts.
This card here.
Yeah.
Okay, lose it really sloppily into the deck. I'd say, look, nothing in my hands. Let me turn it over. You can see.
Oh, dude, that is so good.
Let me see you try it. Or something.
All right. So, yeah. Oh, we could do your move from your video.
Bo said the lads in the Murphy's account.
Oh, Bo! What's up, Bo?
I miss you, Bo.
Me too. Oh, dude, you know that move you taught? Where you do this thing here?
Oh, yeah.
It can just go straight into cop. You know?
Oh my goodness.
So you have your card like King of Spades. Ooh, King of Spades. King of Spades. You put it, and then now from there it's stolen. You see?
And then goes straight into the switch.
Oh crap, I forgot to do the switch.
I miss you, Bo. You forgot to do it. Wait, tell me that wasn't the switch.
No, it wasn't a switch. So from the back, right? And you turn it over.
Yeah, kind of like put the fingers over it to give you a bit of
cover.
Whoa, do that again.
Okay. Here. Path.
Perfect. That looked insane. That literally looked insane.
Thanks. In the membrane.
I always used to so I used to top change, but just from
Dude,
cop.
your top change is beautiful.
But from cop, I'd never bother doing it with the deck. So I'd have a single card, and as I'm just like flicking.
Yeah.
It seems so pointless to have the deck, and then you could use it for color changes. So you'd be like, oh, okay, this is a card. What is this? The Jack of Diamonds. Yeah, perfect. So my hand's not in shot, but you would change it.
Damn nice. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Card named, and then
Stu Batman asks, what's your favorite trick of 2022?
For who? For you?
For you.
My favorite trick? Oh man. Oh crap.
Oh, super chat from Alex Bow.
Let's see. My favorite trick.
Drop some fire for Alex.
Alex, let them flames burn.
Oh, I'm doing fiery love hearts for Alex.
All right, let's see.
Okay, your favorite trick of 22.
Favorite trick 22. Man, there were a lot of really good ones. The thing is, it's a re-release. Keymaster, I really like, man.
Bo said Dex, but Dex wasn't out last year, Bo. You should know.
Oh, yeah. I'm also trying to be not, like, picking anything that we were involved in, because that would be biased. That's why I'm also not choosing certain things. But if I'm going to go with things that I use, right, it's going to have to be Keymaster. Because,
dude, yeah.
Because I use that almost to every person I perform. I'm getting a call from like a crazy person.
Well, Javier's on the call.
No, I'm not going to pick up. What in the world?
Oh no, it's just made your screen go blank, so I'll just turn it off for a second. Okay, you're back.
Yeah.
2 guests. Keymaster is insanely good. Can you show us your routine for Keymaster?
I mean, to be honest, is the regular thing.
That's okay. Do you want to show it? Can you show it?
Yeah.
Everything you do, everything in your hands, and this is going to be sounding questionable, but everything in your hands looks so much better. Like, it's just so beautiful. The way you handle cards, the way you handle coins, it all just looks like...
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I have to find the... Let me go get my keys, because I don't have my key. I have this here, but I don't have my keys. So I gotta go get them.
Go.
Yeah.
I'll hold fort for a second.
Oh, heck, this is... Dude, this is, like, movable.
Oh, yeah! Woohoo! We're going for a ride! You have your Christmas tree select. That's really bad luck.
And here, these are my keys, so you can see like they're on there. All...
Whoa. Bo is asking, oh yeah, just where is Dex? Funnily, before this call, Hav was like, I need to hide all the Dexes out of shot.
Yeah, I had to put them over there because I had them all over here. I had like 3 or 4.
Shall I be evil and be like, put one in my pocket?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I've set this up correct. Okay. I have a Dex. Wait, I need to get a card. Hav. By the way, this is what me and Hav do in work most of the time. It's just this.
It feels like we're just jamming.
All right, Hav. I don't think I've set my decks up correctly. Name a playing card.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it random, so it's gonna be.
I don't think I've set it up. The 5 of diamonds.
The 5 of diamonds is the card that has been selected by fate.
That's so crazy because I have nothing in my hand. Oh, I haven't set it up correctly. Let me load it back up.
That was colossally good.
No, it wasn't. I put them in the wrong order. Wait.
But it colossally killed.
Okay.
I won. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say.
All right. I have one card. It's the 4 of diamonds, so... No, it's not. Name a card, Hav.
Let's do another one.
Another 4? You want to change your mind, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. You remember before I began, there was one card in my hand?
Yeah.
You can see there's nothing over here. Crazy
Farhart!
thing.
That's good.
Okay. Carry on talking. I'm just going to put it back. I'm trying so hard not to flash the decks.
Oh, no flash.
Don't flash your decks at me, handsome.
No, well. Oh, wait, this is live. There's no editing.
I will take 6, please. Oh, wait, Murphy's wants to name a card. Wait. Oh, and Darren Henson says, Lloyd, I'm from Bridgend. How local are you? What? Hey, Darren, how's it going, man? I am in Porthcawl right now. Wait,
your studio is it's a moving studio, right? It's in like a car.
Right, okay, wait. Somebody in the comments then name a card in case they think Hav is...
Oh, we are in cahoots.
I can't see my camera when I'm looking at the comments, so...
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna see if...
Somebody name a card. Help! I can't see. Juan says great video. King says 7 of clubs. King was first, so we'll go with King instead. Hopefully we get this correct. We get it right? Ooh!
Yeah!
I have no idea how that looked, so...
I didn't see.
I'm trying not to flash it on camera. That's what she said! Oh, now everyone's putting things in.
Oh, everybody's putting cards?
Mm-hmm. Wait, some people do some for Hav. Do some for Hav. I'll name out the first... Okay, so after King OK, after Murphy's Magic Fire comment, whatever the first card that comes up is, that's the one that you're going to do.
Yeah? Okay, are they going to name it?
By the way, Hav does his from his hoodie pocket, by the way.
Well, the thing is... Oh, I
Do you? Are you? Oh, no. Are you doing it from your pants?
I can.
Whichever one you want to do, man. I don't care.
I can do both. Okay, pants. I can do both because I had to. I can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this has turned into a bit of a pitch video. It wasn't meant to be that. It's just because people have been asking. 8 of spades is the first card named.
What? I couldn't hear you.
8 of spades.
Ah, okay. That one is. Let me see if I have here.
Oh!
But I always keep the 8 of spades in my pocket, in my hat. It's my lucky hat card.
Yo, that was so good.
Thanks, dude. It's really cool. You can just go. No. It's gonna turn into a pitch thing. Okay.
Let's play. Okay, wait. We'll do one more.
Okay.
We'll do one more thing. All right. Let me see the next. The next comment after Miko says, "Can you get 4 cards from decks?" You can get anything from decks.
Yeah. You could technically take. No. Okay, let me not say anything.
The next comment after Stu Batman, whatever card that is, I'll take that one out.
Okay.
We have 9 of hearts or 3 of clubs. Everybody choose either the 9 of hearts or 3 of clubs, and then I'll do that. My hands are up here, by the way. 9 of hearts or 3 of clubs.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wait, unless I do the 9 of hearts and you do the 3 of clubs.
Oh, okay. I
Oh wait, okay. Keep yours out of sight. Keep it out of sight.
I brought it in sight.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, what? Which one am I doing? I don't know. 3 of clubs or?
Everyone said, okay. You do the 9 of hearts because Mark and Mike both said 9 of hearts.
So 9 of hearts. Okay. Path. We go.
Oh, seated. Nice.
I'm seated too, so it's a little bit more difficult. No, I don't know what that was, honestly. Yeah.
Oh, someone said the mirror behind you. Everyone's going to be frantically rewinding the video now. Let me see.
Oh, no.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, man. Can they see stuff?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you.
I'm not going to take it out now because then... Who knows?
Alex Bow says, can I answer the super chat? Alex, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize there was a question. We love these sessions. Javier is amazing. How often do you get together like this when you're working on something new? Javier, you come into Blackpool. Oh, man.
Oh, so I got to get my... So I'm a resident here at the U.S., but I'm not a citizen. So in order for me to leave, I need a passport. And because I'm originally from Venezuela... it's really difficult to get the passport from Venezuela because of all the things that are happening. So it is hard for me to travel outside of the U.S. So I'm working on becoming a citizen so that I can get a U.S. passport and then I can go all over the world.
Yeah.
So for those reasons, this year, I don't think I'll be able to go to Blackpool unless a miracle happens. Or,
Unless Blackpool comes to you.
Huh?
Unless Blackpool comes to you.
Oh, if Blackpool comes to me, then it'll be here. Was there another question that I didn't answer, or that was?
How often do we get together like this when we're working on projects?
Oh, if there's a new project all the time.
Yeah, right. All the time. Actually, over Christmas we haven't had as many hangouts just because it's been Christmas.
Well, and because I took off almost 2 weeks from work. And so we were trying to film like tons of things before I left.
Yeah.
So, they could edit stuff, I guess. And so it was like, oh, we got to do this and we got to do this and we got to do this and we got to do this. And so there was so much things that we had to film. And I know you also had a bunch of stuff too, because you took off sometime as well.
Yeah. I took off like a month for Christmas pretty much, man.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. That's because you still technically haven't gone back. You start on Monday, right?
Yeah, pretty much, man. So it's the 8th today, so the 9th. Yeah, so I went off from the 16th, I think, until the 9th of Jan.
Dude, from the 16th.
Did I show you I got hand tattoos over Christmas?
No.
I completely forgot. Yeah, I went and spent I got all my arm, more of my arm done and stuff.
Oh, you gotta send me photos.
But dude, I got a bunch of UV tattoos done, loads, and the UV ink. My skin rejected it, so actually you can still see. I had a UV Queen of Hearts. I'll try and show some photos.
Is it because you wanted to use it with Lux?
Yeah, because on my keychain I have a Lux and a monkey. So I wanted to use them. I'll try and find some photos, man, to show you. It came out when it was on. It looked really, really cool, but then it came out so it worked its way out of my skin. Let me see if I can find a photo.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like my skin rejected the ink.
The ink. Or maybe there was something in it, some sort of chemical.
Yeah. Man, where's that photo of? I took a really cool one. I had a bird cage on my arm, and in UV I put a bird in there, but that also.
Oh, that's cool. So
there was the.
If you were to try again, oh, that is dope.
I had a bicycle angel, but you can actually see the sort of scar, not scar, but. Hang on.
So what does it look like now if you were to shine the?
Nothing. There's nothing there. Well, I can turn the studio lights on. There's literally nothing there anymore.
Oh.
Let me show you. I'll turn my Lux on. Alexa, studio lights off.
Does that happen usually?
Yeah. So there's literally. Let me turn this thing on. Take the portrait mode off. Yeah. So there's literally nothing there.
Oh.
But they're supposed to be, because this is UV light. I had loads of little card reveals. I had a little 7 of hearts over here and stuff. But yeah, man. I had Jack of clubs up here. But yeah, so I was so bummed out that it didn't work. Alexa, studio lights on.
Do you think if maybe it's if you try another brand of ink or somewhere else, or it's just all UV ink, is it usually go away like that to people?
I think what it was, my tattoo guy, I said, look, I'm a guinea pig, so don't worry about it. But I think maybe he had to go deeper with it into the skin.
Kind of go over it more, make sure it's really in there.
Yeah, but I said I don't really care if it comes out because you can't see it anyway. The scar, there's no scar really. So
yeah,
that was right. Yeah, but what else? Yeah. Let's talk more about magic. Let's not talk about Christmas. That's boring.
I do. Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude. Murphy Bo said, "Stop saying Alexa, making mine freak out." I really want to say, set an alarm for 4 a.m., which is what my uncle does when he comes over, and then the house goes crazy at 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah, you activated my Alexa earlier today too.
Let me read some of these comments, man.
Let's do it.
Any beard tips? Yeah, I would love some beard tips. Have you?
Beard tips? What do you already have a beard, or you are trying to grow a beard?
Me?
No, whoever's
desperate.
because it's gonna be different. If you're trying to grow a beard, you're as it starts to come out is gonna be really itchy, and so you're gonna want to shave it. But really, that itchiness is only gonna last a couple days, and then it's gonna grow. Itchiness goes away. A couple weeks down the line, you will get itchy again for just a couple days, and then you'll never be itchy again. If I was itchy all the time, I wouldn't have it. But you also have little itch oils or creams that you can put on during those times so that it doesn't itch. And I don't really have a system. I technically just
How old are you when you got your holy cow? Jake Keen, dude. He did another super chat. Drop some fiery love heart emojis. Jake says, no, the UV ink rejected, man. I wonder if I could come up with a system for ordering poker-sized tarot cards in the decks Any advice on speaking to camera? Well, Hav is there. He kills it. Yes, dude. This is all you. What's your advice for? Because you are the best, the most natural person I've ever seen on camera. It's partially why I think you're the best YouTuber, especially in magic, because A, your ideas are incredibly creative. B, you actually can perform the stuff that you teach. And C, you're just you are like a natural on camera. So Jake is asking.
Okay, you too, man. I think you're super natural and amazing on camera.
Well, you're better, I believe. So, dude, what is like? I mean,
Different.
how do you start? Like, yeah, because for me, I just like found out about you through all the Murphys trailers, and you were just like already a professional presenter almost. What are your tips? How? What's your story?
Let's see. I don't know. So the way I think about it is sometimes I'll, like, if somebody tells me that they've liked something that I've done, or if I think of someone that has made a comment or something like this, sometimes I picture myself talking directly to them. Like, it's not the camera, I'm actually talking to a specific person. So the feelings that I would have when I talk to that person, I think, come off. A lot of the time, sometimes I'm like, oh, if let's say my nephew, or later down the line, if I have a kid, how would I want them to see me, right? So then I have those thoughts going on as I'm speaking to the camera. And I think that helps the way I feel when I'm talking to the camera. And another thing is, I think the best advice is, I always, if I practice teaching something, even if I don't have the camera in front of me, I imagine the camera in front of me. Because then when I go teach it or say it, I already have the practice looking at the camera. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And another thing that I try to do, which I'm doing here, is I'm doing it now because I'm thinking, but I try not to look anywhere, only down. So if I only look down, you think I'm thinking. But if I look this way, now you get distracted from what I'm saying because you may think something's really interesting over there. So I don't know. That's kind of...
Wait, so look down, did you say, or look up when you're thinking?
I try to be really conscious of looking down to think rather than any other place. Because anytime and that's another thing that I do, anytime I see somebody else on camera, I look at the things that I like, and then I also look at the things that distracted me. And then I try to not do the things that distracted me, and then do the things that I liked.
That's a great piece of advice about the looking down, dude.
But I feel like if I could only give one advice, is just think of how you want them to feel, the viewers to feel, and you feel that way. That's it. How do you want them to feel? You feel that way. They should feel the same as you, because our face, our movements are going to be translated into the person that's watching. Like, when you watch a movie or when you watch a show, you tend to internalize the facial expressions and feel what they're feeling. So if I can make you feel good and happy, I have to feel good and happy, right? So then that's how I approach it.
One thing that I noticed with you, especially, is, and this is an observation, what you do particularly so well, which I don't do, is you're very succinct, I think the word is, and you're very clear. So you don't rush, where I absolutely do rush when I'm on camera and things.
No.
Pardon?
I feel like I rush and you don't.
Oh, I'm the opposite. But also you will, when you're not going to do, drop some fire emojis. Jeremy Griffiths is in the building. Woo! Oh. And he's done a super chat. I love you, Jeremy. Yeah. Oh man, I miss Jeremy so much, dude. you come in next week or Friday? I know I asked this in the last stream, but that was so long ago, plans could change. One thing that you do is that you will write notes before teaching something, and you will extensively take notes, whereas pretty much every single tuition that I've ever taught, including like my gaff deck, which had like 20 odd effects, I'm pretty sure I didn't write like any notes, and that's why I end up forgetting things and I rush in. But I would assume that one of the piece of advice you could give is that you do extensively take notes, and I think that helps you become so clear and succinct.
So I have two different ways of doing it. I sometimes what I'll do is I will just set very, very bare bone, almost nothing, just the things that I know are really important that I need to say. And then once I have it all down, I know like, okay, this is important, this is important, this is important. I then think of how am I going to structure it? How am I going to teach it so that it makes sense watching it? So for instance, my previous video with the Sharpie, it starts out with nothing. You don't need anything. You just start off with a single Sharpie, just sleight of hand. Then we add another cap. So now I show you different ways of doing it with one more cap. Then I show you how to do it with double-sided stick tape, because it's like the closest thing to nothing. And then from there, I move on to the elastic because it requires a little more setup, and then rubber band because it's a variation. And then that's it. So I just think of all the things I want to teach, and I put it in a way. It might be from easy to hardest, or it might be from cool to less cool. It'll depend on whatever it is I'm teaching. But I think, how would I like to learn this, or what would be the best way for me to learn this? And then I know that, for instance, the sleight of hand. So I'll just write sleight of hand. Then I pretend to teach it. So I'm going to practice teaching it. And just the practice of teaching will make, when I actually teach it, more concise, because I already went through it. You know what I mean? It's not really the first time that I'm teaching it. And that's another really important thing is, anytime you want to learn something, teach it. Because if you can teach it, you know it.
You know, that's such a good piece of advice. On my Tutorial Tuesdays, like most people on the channel know that I create them the day of, and I'm never really sure if it's a good trick or not, or if I'm gonna do it. But as I teach it in the Tutorial Tuesday, I learn the trick, which is, you know what I mean? How many times I phone you, I'm like, it's like 12 midday on a Tuesday, and I don't even have the idea. But then as I learn it from myself, teaching it, exactly like what you said. It's just an odd thing. Let me go on some really interesting questions, because there's one that's come up, and I want you to answer it if you can. Mainly I want you to show. So Javier sends me these incredible videos. Javier rides a one wheel. If you guys don't know what a one wheel is, it's like I don't even know. So RK Magic has asked, what's the Murphy's day-to-day like besides presenting and creating? I know Lloyd has mentioned also working on graphics for certain projects like Shrapnel. So in terms of the Shrapnel thing, it was Kim Anderson that designed the graphics for that. I think what Javier does is, show that one wheel again, dude. Javier does a lot of 3D modeling, and he's incredible at it. That's Javier's one wheel. He rides that bad boy to work every single day. Oh, wait, you're on your phone, right? I gotta see. Tell everyone about what you're explaining, like a regular day at Murphy's. Oh, look how many of those bad boys you have, dude. I want to find a video, a typical video. I need to check there's no cuss words in it though. So you chat for a second.
Yeah. What do you? Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, a regular day at Murphy's is gonna change. Even if I come in thinking like, oh, we're gonna work on this, that may not happen. So we may have to go film live performances. We may have to film instructionals. We also have these other things called dealer videos, which is videos that we make just for our dealers so that they can learn what the products are. Sometimes it's prototyping stuff. Sometimes it's meetings with magicians because they're pitching us tricks. Sometimes, like Lloyd was saying, is I 3D stuff and then printing them, testing them out, seeing what's wrong, fixing it, fixing the 3D model, printing it again, and then start the process. Sometimes we do product photography. So then in that case, I'm just like a hand model. I just hold things. That's it. Nothing else. When we have projects, we do set design. So we have to set up the set, do the lighting, do all those things. Some days we write trailers, like what we're actually going to say. Other days we brainstorm what the actual visuals of the trailer will be. Other times I have to learn an effect. I have to learn a trick. So it's just me practicing because I either have to teach it. Oh, so then if I have to teach stuff, I will do notes and I will write, kind of like what Lloyd was saying, like structuring the instructions, coming up with extra ideas for the project so that it's not just the one trick that you get. You can use it if you're a beginner or if you have more skills. I think I'm rambling. But those are all things that, we also make coffee at work, which is a great part.
This is the type of video Javier sends me on the daily on his way into work. Let me see if I can see this. Let me turn this.
Okay.
This is the type of stuff I get every day from Javier. Living in California, living his best life.
What's up, dude? Check this out. And I have my little coffee here.
It's not
Brand new styles of one-wheel videos. Right, we gotta go every minute.
Things like that is what he sends me.
Oh, that's another one.
Not just dude, also do that. Hello to Lloyd and hello to Kaylee.
This is the type of stuff he sends me every day on his way to work. There's so many good ones, dude. Like, I literally, every time you send me one, I stop and I show it to Kaylee.
Hey dude, what's up? Hey dude, what's up?
There's so many funny ones. I know sometimes we cuss or you cuss in them, so I don't want to go too far into them. But that's like every morning. Like how? Yeah. What?
Yeah. Oh man. You'll get another one tomorrow.
This is the photo he sent me today. And then there's one wheel. I want to be you when I grow up, man. It's not fair that you get to live such an awesome life.
Dude, you just told me you went on a 10K run at the beach. You felt like you were like the star of the movie. It was like apocalyptic there.
Yeah, but dude, nothing beats you on a one wheel in a fur wrapped scarf and snowboarding shades.
Okay, no, but
oh, this is the one.
Check this out. I get this little drink for free. Oh, let me go down. Ooh! All right, let's see. Oh, the light. Oh yeah, you can go. All right, have a great day. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh no!
Okay.
Things changed. Paf, almost crashed. Paf. Dude, look how fucking awesome this is. That's why. Yo, Antoine! I probably shouldn't be making those noises here.
Oh, man. Because what you have to know is the one wheel is actually really quiet. Like it barely makes a noise. And sometimes I freak people out. Like I'm going behind them. And I always say, coming up behind you. I always say that, like, oh, coming up behind you. But if they have earphones or if they're on the phone, dude, sometimes I've scared like old ladies where they jump and they jump onto the grass and they freak out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. They legit scream. It's hilarious.
Zach's Magic is a friend of mine from Israel. He's asked a few times, so I'm going to answer it right here. Are you a performing magician?
Ken.
Oh.
He'll understand.
Yeah. So you are. You don't really do that many gigs now, though, right? Because you have a full time.
Very little. Very little.
Dude, I wish I understood what you were saying right now, but
I
it sounds
little.
dope. Let me read. Too funny. Coolest way to go to work. Fun. Is that an Insta 360?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Some of them, yes.
Some-
Some of them on the phone. Some of them were on the Insta 360.
Chris James says Javier was the first person who. Chris is a legend, dude. Who believed in me? Chris, he says Javier is the first person who believed in me. I owe a lot to him. Probably doesn't even realize it, bro. Thank you, bro.
Oh man, you're welcome. Of course. I'm happy to hear that. I didn't know that, but I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, dude. Chris is great. You inspire more people than you realize, dude. Honestly.
Oh.
From your YouTube channel to just being you, and also because you're the face of so much of the, so much magic, whether it's stuff that you create or the routines you add to other people's things, or just being in the trailer. Murphy's is the biggest magic seller in the entire world. No comparison. Because it's a wholesaler, right? So more people see you because you're so prominent than mostly any other magic, probably more than any other magic teacher, because you are the face of, the large portion of stuff. So you inspire a hell of a lot of people, dude.
Oh, that's good. I have to. Oh crap, dude! Bo just messaged me.
What did he say?
But I can't read the whole thing. If not, it's gonna go out. Dude, I'm gonna. I just saw you message me. If Bo is on here, I'm gonna get back to you later, because if I go see it, it'll kick me out of the Skype thingy.
Wait, what's Bo saying? Does he want to come on?
He told me something. I can't read the whole thing. Hey mate, how are you? Love your life with Lloyd. So damn good. I got a fun by you. That might be fun for reals and sure. Okay, for shizzle, man, 100%.
All right, Bo, do you want to come on this live stream right now?
It
wouldn't be the first time Bo's come on our live stream. I'm sorry. I'll show myself out. All right, maybe some of these comments, man. I have an electric skateboard, but nowhere near as cool as a one-wheel, says Sakura Gaming, UK. Batman Stu asks, have you ever had a bad fall on your one wheel?
Yeah. So before I got this one wheel, I had the Pine X. If any of you know, that's a smaller one wheel, and they can't really, they can go fast, but they're not supposed to go that fast. So they're supposed to be capped at 18 miles per hour. And then I was going down this really beautiful path, and it's just like a bike path, and I was pushing it. So I got it to 21 miles per hour, right? And I was like, ooh, and it feels a lot different to go 18 to 21. So then I was like, oh man, I wonder how much I can push this. So then I'm going, I get to 22, 23, and at 24.9 miles per hour, it was too much for the one wheel, and it just turned off. So I'm going like this, right? And because what the one wheel does is it holds you, it has the wheel in the middle, it holds you parallel. If you put more weight here, it goes faster, okay? But there's going to be a point where it can't hold you anymore. And so because I was pushing it, I had the engine going like super fast, it just turned off. And when it turns off, what it does is this. So you're going like this, and I just flew like Superman, like that. I don't know if you can see, but I technically have a chunk of hand missing. Like,
oh my God.
Like actually a substantial piece of hand fell out.
Flesh.
See, that is missing, you see? And then I got right here on my hip, a big, like that. here. I hit my head. My AirPod landed somehow inside of my hoodie here. So I was listening to this. My hat fell off.
Wait a minute. That entire crash and something that was memorable was that your AirPod went slightly inside a hood.
Yeah, like it was. I couldn't. It went in here. One of my AirPods, and that is technically why my AirPods are scratched up. It's
Do you have any
because
did you get like any bad like scratches on your face and?
Not on my face. Just I have this. You can actually see like an indent.
Yeah, I can totally see it, man.
This one is from that fall here. I got a big thing here. Kind of looks now. It looks like a birthmark, but it's really just the fall. And then I have one here, and I have one here, all from. And then my hoodie had a big hole in the back, like just a big hole because I fell.
I think you were out of work as well for like a day, wasn't you? Because you took that. Didn't you have a day off or something?
I don't think so because it was on a Friday, so then I had Saturday, Sunday to just kind of chill, you know. But I still rode it. I still went out the next days and I rode the one wheel.
Such a legend. Okay, more questions. Chris James asks, when was the last time you were most inspired for an effect?
When was the last time for a specific effect? Or, well, when was the last time I was most inspired for... Dude, I'm going to be honest. The first thing that came to my mind before the question finished was watching your creativity video on the Torn and Restored. Listening to your process and all that stuff, that made me be inspired to anything I make, put that much level of thought behind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, thanks. I didn't realize I put much thought into it at all. That's why I'm surprised you said it. Like in my head, I'm not thinking much about it. Like this, it's like, oh, this would look cool, and then.
That's the thing, right? Like we do things naturally, and we think everybody's brain works like that. But all of our brains, they kind of have a different process and a different set of, I guess, milestones that it goes to in order to do things. And we all have a different type. So I think we all have a different type and a similar type. But
yeah,
what I mean is we can recognize other brain patterns and then try to emulate them, or we can try to keep them in mind when we do our own thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
Because it's almost like before you see the world like this, and now it starts to widen, you know? And the more of those that you add, the more possibilities you end up having later on, I think.
Yeah, that makes total sense. So any other time since that video, any other things? Also, there's a great question here from Rich Relish, and I genuinely would love to hear from you more than anyone about the answer to this.
Another, like, inspiration from a specific effect.
No, just when was the last time you were most inspired? So it was really kind that you said my video, but it's got to be a time since then. Or was that like the, you know?
Oh, well, dude. So I think, well, I'm not trying to plug anything, but I showed you what I'm gonna, and I haven't even filmed it, but I showed you what I'm gonna do for tomorrow.
Oh, guys.
And that, I haven't been so giddy about something, and the reason is because if I used to go out and perform for tips, right? So, and that's how I made money, just going out and showing magic to people. And if they wanted to give me tips, that's what I would do. I would do this all the time to just like supercharge how much money I would get. Because I feel like I would have used this all the time when I would perform. And not for everyone. I would do it for those special people that you can tell they're going to give you a big fat tip, where you just show them one trick and they pull out their wallet and you have to tell them, hey, I'm not done yet. I want to work for the bigger bill, you know? And those are the people I would kind of do this, because they would probably go, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Dude, when you showed me this earlier, you know, like, so I'm speaking to everyone watching right now. When you see a trick and first of all, you love the effect. So you're like, oh, this is such a good trick. And then you see the way it works. And then you go, oh my God. So normally the trick will have a great method for it. But there's 2 or 3 methods wrapped within this. And each one of those, it feels like Inception in a way. If that makes sense to what I'm saying. And each time you showed me part of the method, I was like, oh, that's so good. Oh, that bit's so good. Oh, dude. And like it was like layer upon layer upon layer of like 4 or 5 methods.
Yeah.
All quite literally wrapped within the effect.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit like, whew, this might be a little bit too good for YouTube.
Really? Because I mean, the thing is, like, this is something that I would use to even finish something, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, dude, 100%.
To close the
top table at a wedding, or you know, to the boss of a restaurant that you're trying to get the.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not something you do, like.
The methods are so smart because they counteract how people, when you look at I can't say it, but it shouldn't be able to work.
Yeah.
And what's beautiful about it, and why I like the effect so much, and everyone asking, I think it's going to be on Javier's channel tomorrow, so just go to youtube.com/@magicianjavier. There's a link in the chat right now. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I say the best magic, especially with, I'm not giving much away, but it's with common objects, right?
Yeah.
The best magic with common objects is when you exploit certain features of those objects to do something specifically with those objects. So he's taken common objects, I won't say what, and he's exploited features to do with them and woven them together into one trick, which I just think is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful trick.
Thanks. Dude, and I will say this. If anybody's watching who follows my channel and you've commented, just know I read every single comment. So thank you so much. But the idea came from that. It came from one of the comments, technically. They just wrote, oh, it would be cool if you do a trick with this. And then the moment I read it, I was like, oh, that could work. And I literally wrote back, oh my God, I have something, you just inspired me. Or I wrote something like that. So I really want to say thanks to everyone who's always commenting different things and different ideas. And even you helped me out with last week's video. I asked you to just challenge me to give me some objects. And you said like a Sharpie, a glass, a napkin, and a lighter.
It's because you were away from home, so I had to think of what objects could you quite realistically get hold of that weren't going to be in your magic cupboard. 2 questions. Let me go off topic. Magic Box UK is asking, are we expecting to see either of you gents at the Blackpool convention this year? I'm going to be there, dude. And there's an announcement coming soon about something. But Javier won't be there this year, but hopefully the following year.
Yeah.
So, but I can't wait to hang out with you, Magic Box. I think I know who it is behind the thing. I always love coming to chat and hang out and see how you're doing. But the question that I want you to answer is from Rich Relish, who's a member of the Society of Secrets, probably one of the smartest, relatively undiscovered mentalists on the planet. He asks...
Oh, you were telling me. Okay,
yeah. What trick surprised you in terms of how good the reactions were when you performed it?
Oh, okay, that is a good question. And that it just came to me. And that it's Spring by Jonas Mengel.
Yeah.
So I didn't think the reactions were going to be that good, to be honest. And we would show them multiple tricks. So we would go out to perform. So sometimes what we do is, let's say we have 1 or 2 tricks that we need to perform, that we actually need for the trailers or for the performance. We go and we perform that. And we also may take other tricks that we have coming later to test them out, to see if we can come up with extra things or how they work, or just to know, right? And that's how this one started. Like, I started bringing it as we were filming for other projects as well, or just random things. And I would say almost everybody, when we would ask them questions later, they would always say, but what about that spring? But what about that ring? They always wanted to either see it again, or that's the one that they remembered the most. And then the reactions that we were getting from it were like really, really good. So that one really surprised me, because I thought people like on the streets, you know, may find having a spring and a ring odd to have out there, but nobody cared. In fact, everybody wanted to know more about it, rather than, for instance, a card trick that I would do or something else, you know?
Yeah.
So I figured this would work more for like a close-up show, or a show where people know you're going to be coming and showing the magic. But that wasn't the case. Like, people were just really reacting really well to it.
It's
about it.
It's so funny because it kind of, this doesn't directly tie in to the question, but there's a question from Chris James who says, all of us have haters. Lloyd, himself, Craig, literally we all do. You don't at all. I see on YouTube comments, not one bad. How the F do you do that? Just tracking off that. When I posted a performance of Spring, because I, again, was surprised. I performed it to Kaylee. As you know, every video she watches, or every performance she sees, is genuine, and the reaction is genuine, and she scores the trick. Showed her Spring. Fooled the pants off it. And I had people watching the video, magicians, absolutely just going like, this would never fool a blind monkey, just like absolutely hated on it. And I was just chatting about this in my Discord on the Society of Secrets, about the magicians who post those comments. They are not out there performing this stuff.
Yeah, no.
And if they're getting caught with it, I hate to be this guy, but it's their fault. Like, I know it sounds so bad to say that, but yeah, if you perform competently, these are the same people that if they seen the cross-cut force on a YouTube video, they would fall, and it would be the hill that they die on, that force doesn't work. They would bet their life savings, their actual soul, that cross-cut force wouldn't work in the real world, when it's like the strongest force in history. And it's the same with that spring trick, man. I was just going off that comment from Chris James. I got destroyed in my comments by people saying, this is just a puzzle from a Christmas cracker. And it's like, dude, you need to get better performing. not on the trick.
Yeah. So here's another thing. I'm maybe 5 days after we released the trailer, I went to the T-Mobile store, and the guy actually recognized me from the spring trailer, and he literally, like, the guy that works there, and he was like, oh, I saw you guys put out this thing, and he's like, but come on, like, it can't really be that good. Like, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, this thing is freaking amazing. Like, people react, people love it, blah. And he's like, oh, but like, isn't it just like a puzzle? I'm like, even if it is a puzzle, they're experiencing a magic trick because they're seeing it in front of them. Like, even if they know how the puzzle works, nobody ever told me anything about the puzzle. And this one, we probably took it out for a month or two, which means every single week that we would go out to perform, I would take it with me. After we finished performing, like getting the reactions for spring, I would still take it because it would get me great reactions. So it's like a good way to kind of like, it's like a good appetizer of magic, the way I see it. So you get them used to it. Happens in their hands. They can touch it. They can feel it. It's completely different, you know? What's
nice about it, there's nothing to find.
Exactly.
There's no trapdoor. There's no key hole. You know what I mean? Do you know, whenever I read those comments from people that say, this won't fool anyone, like, the more I have these revelatory moments, and especially if they've like if I perform a trick and I get a great reaction with it, and then I share it on my channel or wherever, and then someone comments, "This will never work." I honestly feel like they've just put a big alarm siren with flashing lights on their head that's letting everybody know that they're not that good at performing. You know what I mean? It's like they may, instead of commenting saying this won't work, they may as well just comment saying I'm not a good performer. Just
yeah, and here's the thing: if you go and you perform, you often enough, you will know the types of things you can get away with and the types of things you can't get away with, right? And so it's super easy to tell who actually goes to perform or not with those comments, because if they're writing those comments, it means, like you said, they're not out there performing, and they're saying like, I can't really do this. You know, that's really what's happening. I think if, I don't know what I was going to say.
No, I was just saying that. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. For me, the trick that surprised me, and this is not a Murphy's product pitch, but I had it sitting there, and I remember I always talk about it in my videos. It's the one trick that surprised me because and it doesn't have to be this one. You can do any pen through bill, but the perfect pen or just a classic pen through bill. But I had this one, so I performed this one on Kaylee. I was really expecting her to not like it, think it was like awfully obvious. So I went in sort of almost wanting that reaction a little bit to have a bit of confirmation bias, like my confirmation bias to be like satisfied. And I like still to this day it's like it's in a top like 3 or 4 out of the whole. I think we've done 52 episodes. I think it's at like a top 3 or 4. Actually, I should probably do like a top 5 video with her, but it's still one of the tricks that absolutely devastated her. And I can't, my brain struggles to reconcile that because the trick, like Spring, I mean, Spring's less obvious than this. I don't know. They're both, I don't know. It just like, for me, it shouldn't play as big as it does, but it does. It's just...
Sometimes the thing is, sometimes we have the method in our head and we forget to erase it because the other person has no clue, right?
Yeah.
And then if we ask, okay, what are they experiencing? What is the experience that they're having from what I'm showing them? To them, they're seeing, they just check the pen because in this one you can hand it out before. They check the bill. They visually see it go through, out, and you hand it out. And now, Kaylee, she's probably going to be looking for you to steal something or to take something away. And then because you're so clean, to her, she's like, wait, this doesn't make any sense because he didn't take anything out. Because there is also like a little bit of magician in her, you know?
Yeah. That's that. Sometimes I'll fool Kaylee specifically because I know she knows what to look for. There was a great live stream we did a couple of weeks ago, just before Christmas, and we were going over. People were asking me some tricks that got me into magic or something, and I said Dr. Daly's last trick. Now, Kaylee's seen me do my 2-card Monty for years, so where they end up, it's a 2-card Monty, but where they the named cards end up in their hand. She'd never seen Dr. Daly's last trick. So as I'm on the stream live with her, she's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
I say, oh, let me show you Dr. Daly's last trick. And I realized that in Dr. Daly's last trick, there's no... Because Kaylee knows the top change move.
Yeah.
And the little thing where you have to switch one card for another, but you do it openly, and you say, oh, so this is in your hand, turn... There's none of that in Dr. Daly's. You put one card in, then you put the next card in, and it's done. So and you can see the cogs turning in my mind on the stream where... She has 2 cards in her hand, and she's so used to me going, now, if I take this one and turn this, which one do you hold it, and then top change. She was waiting for all that. And so I start sort of I start talking to everyone, and sort of mainly to Kaylee, as if I'm about to do those moves next. Right, so I'm like, oh, so you got 2 cards in hand, and the next thing you need to do at this point then is a ba 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 ba. So she's just waiting there patiently, completely, you know, naive to the fact that the trick is done.
Yeah.
So I have this amazing moment on my live stream with Kaylee that she then, I say, oh, I can't remember what I say, but what's the word? She is so far down
Exactly.
the
Like
rabbit hole. Yeah, like
Yeah.
because she's so used, she's so conditioned.
Yeah.
And then she turns the cards over. It's Dr. Daly's last trick. It's like the easiest, you know, one of the most basic tricks you ever learn. 2 doubles.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you can watch like time rewind to the first time she sees 2-card Monty, like that reaction, because everything she knew was used against her, and you on camera, really luckily we captured that raw reaction to a piece of magic, like using her senses or her assumptions against her. It was an absolute highlight of doing these streams.
Yeah.
But yeah, just went off on a tangent there. Sorry.
No. That's good, because that's like a lesson that anybody can take. You take whatever you know the person you're performing to, you take their knowledge and use it to your advantage. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. I was saying this the other day somewhere. I think it was to maybe to Chris James or something, that I want to do a trick kind of like using Pavlovian conditioning in a way. So what you'd call the heckler up and sit him next to you with other people there, and you'd hand them a mark deck. Okay. This isn't exactly Pavlov, but it was just where it came from. And I said, as you're chatting away, blah 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 blah, to everybody here, you'd say there's only one way to find out if there's a marked deck. You flick through, you look at the backs, and you see if the design changes. That way you can tell they're marked. And if you ever find out that they're marked, don't tell anyone. And then at some point you bring in the heckler, sort of wanting them to, you pick up the guy you just know is gonna, or girl who's gonna flick through and clock it, but you make sure as you can see them starting to check that this deck is marked, you make sure you ignore them and you don't give them the chance to speak up, right?
Okay.
Then you say, so anyway, you've shuffled the cards, I'm gonna bring them back, the deck is not marked. If it was, you wouldn't know that this is a 9 of clubs, and you want them to see a 9 of clubs and then see a 9 of clubs and then see a 3 of hearts and see a 3 of hearts.
Yeah.
Now the way you use this against them is it's only the first 4 cards in the deck would have matching markings, and I want to mismark the rest of the deck like like you'd mark an invisible deck pairing. So a 4 of clubs would be with a 9 of hearts or something, right? So now you have somebody pick a card, you go through the motions, you place a card down in the heckler's hand where they can see the marking. So let's say this person picked the 3 of hearts, but he's looking at the 10 of clubs. So you're like, boom, right, now you can't see that card, you haven't peeked, nothing, no, all right. I'm going to bet you $100 it's going to be your 3 of hearts. And you want the heckler to be like, I'm in, double. Yeah, I bet you $100 you're wrong too. Because he's looking at that 10 of clubs, the wrong marking. And then you're like, okay, amazing, boom. And then it shows the 3 of hearts, like the right card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Dude, I wish I knew that trick in high school. I used to get free lunch. I would use that trick to get free lunch.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that would wreck everyone.
Lunch.
George Carruthers asks, Javier, when was the last time you parted with money for an effect?
Yesterday.
What was it?
So, I stopped by. Well, it's because I am spoiled here, but the Murphy's Warehouse is 7 minutes from my house. It'll take me maybe 10, 15 minutes on the one wheel. And so I stopped by the warehouse and I picked up Overdraft.
Oh, from the 1914?
From the 1914, yeah. I think it's a great everyday carry that you can have in your wallet. And it's like, you could do a similar, well, it's not really the Dr. Daly's trick, but you could almost do something super similar with just credit cards with that. You could do cloning the cards and all that. So that one was yesterday.
Oh, Alex Bow has donated you £10, which is like $13 in the stream. Yo, Alex, thank you so much, dude. Yo, woohoo! Thank you, Alex. Yeah, that overdraft is sick. I seen it at the London Magic Convention. And the guy Paul Fowler, I think it is something. He nailed it. Let me show you what I picked up recently though. This is so good. So a guy called Matt Grimmett has an Etsy store. Asylum of Secrets, I think it is.
That's cool.
And he made these bad boys, which are
what?
Lux UV finger stamps.
What the freaky dinky? Man, that is freaking amazing.
Yeah, dude. So, you just stamp. The thing with Lux, because it's UV ink, no, you can do it an hour ahead. You can do it way ahead, and it works perfectly well. And so he has an Etsy store. So he actually sent me a bunch. There's like a Batman symbol you can stamp on people. There's like a 7 of diamonds. I'm obviously going to use the cross mostly. But when I was speaking with a certain magician from TV, I said the beauty is that with Lux, if you did have a stamp, you can stamp everybody or as many people as you want in the room. And then an hour later, when you're going to perform Lux as the finale, because it's the kind of trick that would be like that, you can say, pick someone. And then you can show, because a Lux, they have nothing on them. You never go near them. And then you can make it appear in ink. And then it comes out so good. So actually, maybe I can show you guys.
Dude, that is incredible.
Yeah, it was like £10 as well or something. Alexa, studio lights off.
That is so good.
Let me find
Yeah, because you're stamping everybody.
So if I stamp myself right now, so I need to find some skin. So stamp like that. This then gets closed away, ditched as you get out your pen. Can you see my hand?
Yeah.
So watch 3, 2. Oh, let me turn off the portrait mode.
Oh yeah, because it blurs.
UV is so hard to film.
I don't know why. Yeah, we struggle filming UV. Maybe
Here's
it has
the
to do
colours,
with the
it pops.
Can
you see it?
Yeah. Damn, that is a very strong stamp.
Yeah, it's really hard to see. Like it's in. Maybe if I hold it further away, it's really clear to me.
I mean, I see it shining super bright.
It's really bright here, but as I'm looking at the camera, I can't see it. It's almost like it's overexposed. But anyway, this thing's so good. So I think it's Asylum of Secrets on Etsy, and that's the last. And then the other thing is one more. Alexa, studio lights on. Sorry, everyone. Alexa, studio lights on.
Yeah, anybody with Alexa.
Also, dude, Sean Jackson. Hey, sorry I've missed most of the stream. I'm so gutted. We'll watch back later. Hope everyone's good. Lloyd, need to catch up at some point. And he's at a £30 super chat. Yo, Sean, dude, what, man? Thank you so much, man. What? I need to update the little bar at the bottom of the screen. Let me try and do that real quick. Because it'll show how much we've had in super chats then. Because I don't think it's updated. Okay, and then the other thing I bought was Monkey by Jeff Prates.
Dude, when I saw your video, I wanted it so bad. I went on the website, pulled out.
The good thing is that like Jeff puts the tutorial for anyone to go and watch, so you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
So if you guys can see that. The thing is, there was so many, not so many, there was a couple of people in the comments that were like, this will never fool anyone. This is awful. And I was like, that's what I was referring to. I had like a revelatory moment reading those comments. Like, this thing is absolute dynamite. Like dude, how long have you known me? How often do I put a piece of magic on me that I carry every single day? You've known me years, right?
Not often.
Maybe
not
one
often.
thing. I don't even know what that one thing is. apart from my own stuff like Lux, right? This is straight onto my keys. It's a stone cold destroyer, but then there's a few magicians who thought they were smarter than the rest of the world that wanted to let people know they were too smart. Anyway, this thing's fire. It's absolute gold. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. So there it is. And then...
That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. To me, this is...
It's perfect.
Yeah, to me, this fits like... It's the perfect opener to go out and perform to anyone.
Yeah.
Because you can start it off very, very friendly, almost like it's not really a trick. So it shows off that you have like a good attitude, I would say, because you're being funny about the ring traveling from one side of the hole to the other side of the hole with a little section. So they don't, because you haven't shown them any magic before, they think this is it.
Yeah.
But then you do something insane, it happens in their hands and they can check it out. Now you can show them anything you want. Now they will really want to watch anything you show them, I think.
It comes with a duplicate key as well, which is ungimmicked. So if you're worried that people are going to catch you, then you can switch it out. It's one of those situations where it's not going to happen. Like I ain't carrying that duplicate key on me for love nor money. But I think he may have included it for the people that were like, "Oh, this will never fool anyone."
Yeah. What he showed it to me a couple of years ago. I think we were filming Cinemento, and I was blown away. At the time, he was also sold out of them, so I couldn't get one.
Yeah, I seen it at some point. He had something in stock, and I just jumped on it. I even think there may have been discount as well because it was Black Friday.
Yeah.
Just trying to reset it. Yeah, it's just so good. So, next question. There's so many questions. I need to. I'm way behind on the questions. I'm like way at the top, so I haven't seen all of them. Can trick ideas be submitted to Murphy's for prototyping and possible production if we have an idea for a gimmick but don't have the capacity or resources to prototype? You want to answer that?
Yeah. So I think on the Murphy's website, we have a submit your trick. So you can actually submit it and it'll come to all of our emails. And we will always write back. So it's always better if you have a video performance. If you have kind of like showing us not only what it does, but also how it works. And you don't have to worry about us sharing the secret. Anything that comes through that funnel, it is technically top secret. We don't share any of that information with anyone. So feel free, if you have the method, also send it as well, because it's going to help facilitate the whole process, because then we can make a decision way quicker. But we have the email on our website that goes directly to the whole entire studio. So everybody in the studio is going to get...
Except me, I don't get those emails for whatever it's worth.
I think it's because you're outside, right? Not in the... Yeah, but... Yeah, I think that's the easiest way. Another way, technically, is just to contact Lloyd. If you contact Lloyd...
Or Javier.
Or me, yeah.
I don't really have social media anymore. Right?
Yeah, that's true. I tend to also, I have the social media, but I tend to not really go on it as much. So if you do message me from there, it may be months for me to see it, because I have the apps in like a folder and I don't have the notifications turned off, and but Javier@murphysmagic.com is my email.
Yeah.
That every time I'm at work. So you guys can submit that there, or to the website. It'll go straight to my email and everybody at the studio as well.
A question here. Question for both of you. If you could have been the creator of any trick, what would it be?
The creator of any trick.
Invisible Deck is an obvious one, but I think Healed and Sealed really is like a creative trick that I would have been like, oh, I would love to create that.
Yeah, dude, Healed and Sealed is the trick to do at a party.
Yeah, it's just the creativity behind it is insane.
You want to set it up and do it randomly. Dude, people will just
I've done that.
flip out. And if you have two hidden in different places, it's even better.
Two? Oh, so you can say this one or that one?
And then you say, because what I usually like to say is I can only do this one time.
Oh.
I can only do this one time.
So you're setting them up to ask you to do it again?
Yeah. And then you tell them no. And then, but in a way that they're going to keep asking you, you know? Almost like
oh, no, I don't know. Like you never give them a certain answer.
Yeah, and then you do it again. Oh, man, Healed and Sealed, that thing is just too crazy.
The bomb. Or maybe, what would be another one? Sinful. Sinful's another great trick. Wayne Houchin, like that trick shows off his magic.
No, that's stick.
Coin and can.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that is beautiful.
That shows off how good he was at magic in general.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I had forgotten about that one actually. That one's really good.
Did you ever get a lesser reaction while performing an effect that you expected? So basically, do you ever perform a trick where you thought was going to be great and it actually didn't play so well?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
What one is it for you?
Dude, it was a card at any number.
Same.
And so here's the thing. When I just went to Texas, right? I had like a very intricate way to get my wife's mom's favorite number. So I already knew it from like 2 days ago that her favorite number is 14. So then I did a card at any number, like the cleanest thing you could possibly imagine, where everything happens in her hand. The card went to 14 automatically. And then I just tell her, what's your favorite number? She says 14, count down to it, and then she turns it over, and then it was just a blank face. Almost like it worked.
Yeah.
Like it was like that, like it worked. And I was like, is that it?
Mine's the same in general. ACANs, unless the setting is correct, and they really understand the concept of how impossible or improbable it is. A lot of times it can be confusing or just seem like a bit like it's kind of unlikely. Oftentimes like it just gets lost in either. It's why, and without pitching my stuff, like it's why we do Maxim, is because it makes it personal and much more. But ACANs, they are for magicians, you know.
Yeah. You say the whole thing like, look, it was shuffled. Any number you name, your card will be there. What's your favorite number? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're not going to touch anything. You take the cards. Count 14. Your card is going to be there.
As opposed to this have... wait, let me get that little card. Name a card.
7 of hearts.
I was off by 1. Damn. I was going to go for it.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say 6 of hearts. Okay, anyway. Sean Jackson has done a super chat. So, drop some fiery love heart emojis for Sean. Thank you, Sean. He asks, how do I get a job at Murphy's? And Lloyd, do I get a Gold Society of Secrets badge now? Wait. So, let me answer this. If you're a member of the Society of Secrets, coming soon, you will be able to acquire a Silver Society of Secrets ambergram badge.
Dude, that looks sick.
Only for exclusive to members of the Patreon, patreon.com/LloydB. However, if you are an annual subscriber, you can you get access to the gold badges. And the only way you can get these is if you're an annual subscriber or if you win one of the bi-weekly creativity contests. So super special. So Sean, are you an annual subscriber or have you won a contest? And if the answer is nay, then you shall nay be getting a gold badge, my friend. I have no idea why you'd get one otherwise. Yes. Pig Cake says, look at the lads. Pig Cake, are you going to be at Blackpool, dude? The last one was crazy with Pig Cake there. Spring is great. I actually love the ring and coil as well. Pack small. Javier, you remind me of Doug Henning. How you yourself seem amazed when you do the tricks to the crowd. Yes, very true. Rich Relish says it's like singing. Not every song suits everyone, every voice, but we should be able to appreciate a good song nonetheless. That's a very, very good point.
Yeah. Not for every person.
Yeah, I actually love that. And I think I say this sometimes that half the battle, it's funny he uses music, is that half the battle of a magician is choosing what to put in his set. It's like, the difference between a good cover band and a bad cover band can often not be the quality of what they play, but the songs they choose to play. And it's funny that Rich says that, because I think it's the same for magicians. It's that if you choose a bad set or you're intent on doing bad magic that doesn't work for you and your crowd, then you'll be deemed as a bad magician. And I know it's not always about the tricks; it's about you. A lot of the big names will say it's nothing to do with you, with the magic. It's only to do with you. They're right and they're wrong. It kind of is to do with the tricks as well.
Yeah.
If you find somebody that's is a staunch. They hate psychics because they know that they're frauds, and you start trying to convince them to do that you're psychic. You're gonna annoy them unless you can show them, pure real mind reading. But if you realize that this person is kind of, in some way, shape, or form, they like engineering or they're interested in visual sort of things, and you show them some great visual magic that they just can't figure out, they're gonna be way more impressed.
Yeah, you have to know who you're showing to, and then kind of gear everything around that. Some people don't like a lot of details. Some people do like details. So you don't want to go on a long-winded trick for people that are more straight to the point. And you can tell that by even sometimes just looking at them. You can ask yourself, who does this person, the way they behave, remind me of? And you think of somebody in your life that has a similar style of being and behaving and the way they show themselves. And then you think you perform to that person. And their personalities are going to be pretty much alike,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you tailor what you do to specific people, I think.
I think there's a few magicians out there as well that have notes on this, and they write up what if a kid's into maths, for example, then do a magic square to that person because they're going to react more. Don't necessarily do that, but try to angle your way. Generally, and I don't mean this in any misogynistic or sumptuous way, but like I've certainly found that women will tend to be more into like horoscopes and things like that. So I'll absolutely, if I can gauge that they even asking, do you read your horoscope? Even if you say something, do you know your star sign? You can tell if they're like, yep.
Yeah, or if it's not so much, so you kind of know whether you actually do something with the horoscope or not.
Exactly. If they're like, oh yeah, you're like, okay, I'm about to lay down some like hardcore like mentalism and emotional like Barnum statement style pieces of mind reading. If they're like, what? Then I know, okay.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it. I will chat. How do I put this on? Oh, hello everybody. Okay, let me try and catch up with some comments or questions that necessarily may not have to be here. I've been using that stamper for close to a year. It's great. Wow, I didn't even know it was out there, but it's so cool. Sean doesn't get me a gold first badge. Clearly not. Jeff will have monkey at Magi Fest, says Chris James. So if you go to Magi Fest and you want to get a monkey, then head to Jeff's booth. Andrew Nyder says, hey fam. Hey Andrew, what up? Joshua J's son. That first move you do with monkey, the first fake out move, crazy how much that works and how good it works. Yeah, when I did it to Kaylee, she started reacting to that bloody move, and it was annoying because I didn't think she'd go for it. But yeah, she got stumped for a second there. Okay, 2 guests. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with some more questions.
Okay.
Stu Batman. Oh yeah, somebody's answered him in the thing about where to find monkey. I feel like Michael Lawrence says, I feel like card at any number effects aren't very good theatrically because they expect to be there. Yeah, that's a big problem with any card at any number of effects, is that it's like showing the end of the movie, they sail away into the sunset at the start. Like it starts off, here's the boat sailing to the sunset and they lived happily ever after. And then the whole movie's about getting there. And it's kind of like that with ACANs. They choose a card, it gets lost in the deck, they name any card, and then you say, deal down to that exact number. And as they're doing it, they kind of know what's about. They kind of, if it doesn't hit, I feel it would be, okay, tangent time.
Right?
Stronger if it didn't hit. And I think, I don't know if you've ever done Colossal Killer by Kenton Nepper.
Yeah.
Where you have written on the back of the cards, off by 1. Anyone who's done that trick, praise deep down in their soul that the card is off by 1 that they name. Because it's good when they hit it. So if somebody names, I can't remember what the cards are now, but if somebody names,
like, let's say the 7, because I think you have the 6 in there, right?
Yeah. So if somebody names the 6, say 6 of hearts, and you go
6 of hearts.
Yeah, let's say 6, and you go open it up, boom, 6 of hearts. It gets, wow, that was my card. If they name 7 of hearts, you go boom, 6 of hearts. I was off by 1. That's why I wrote it on the back. It's like fireworks. Yeah. It's crazy how different it is.
Yeah, you're playing with their expectation, right? Like, oh, you can't see it, but Juan Tamariz talks about it in his Magic Rainbow.
Okay.
Bring down their expectation, and that's what happens. Oh, he got it wrong. So they're like, oh. But then when you show this, because they're down here, the height is higher. Like the traveling to the reaction is way higher than if they're here, and it's like, oh, Ace of Diamonds, and you show it, it's okay, they were here. Right?
Yeah.
Here to here. But when you show this one that is wrong, they were here, they actually go down here. And then when you show this, they're actually now going way higher. So the contrast in feeling is what gives you the reaction. Like, is the contrast that creates the reaction. Because if you're at the middle, you got it wrong, you go down. So now when you go back up, look, you're from here, or from here, it's not much. From here is not much.
I'm with you. So how could you, applying that thinking to a card at any number or ACAN, let's say that they deal down. Now to break the expectations, it shouldn't be here, right? So you say, boom, turn it over, it's not there. Drats.
Yeah. Or so another way.
How do you, what would you do creatively to then be like, and that's why,
It's an indicator card. No.
Oh, dude, I know what would just make that work perfectly. Hold on, let me get a different color.
Oh, dude, we're both. That's exactly what I was going to tell you. If you put one card that is a different color, right, and you make sure you deal it off, because they're going to think that's the target card, right? You're going to deal it off. What happened?
Wait, I'm thinking more like this, right? So, oh, perfect.
He's getting set up. Oh.
All right. Okay, have. Say stop anywhere.
Okay.
I'll just use a little pack. So, say stop anywhere.
Stop.
This one? Or a different one?
That one's good.
It's important that it has to be a free choice, otherwise it won't work.
Okay, so the one under it.
This one?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to lose it into the deck somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. So, name a number between 1 and 50, or 1 and, I don't know, 20.
Okay, 11.
11. You want to change your mind?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For the first time, what was the card that you picked?
Jack of clubs.
Close. I mean, kind of close.
It's clubs.
Clubs. You know, the crazy thing is, you picked 11, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because if you'd said any other number, you would have nailed the Jack of clubs.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Something like that.
I see what you mean. Dude, but I think something like this already is out there.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, I'm not claiming I've created it. I was just spitballing right now. But that would probably play stronger, right, than doing a standard ACAN.
Yeah, that breaks the pattern 100%. What?
Especially if it was like think of any card, and then it was the Jack of clubs, which I can force, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have a way to force it.
Like, well, yeah, you say you say when people think of playing cards, right? Most people think of the same ones. They think of the obvious ones, like kings and queens or aces. So think of a random value of a playing card. Don't worry about the suit for now. Just got one in mind.
Okay.
And if you're thinking of a number, change to a picture. If you think of a picture, change to a number. And wherever you are, avoid the obvious choices. So like, don't think of a 7 if you were thinking of 7s, right? And now you're going to add a suit to the new card that you changed your mind to. So again, avoid the obvious choices and think of the suit that you think nobody would go for, or like you don't even know what it means.
Okay.
All right, and then so what suit are you thinking of?
Spade.
Okay, well, it would normally be clubs because people.
I did it like that just to see. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. At the beginning, you're supposed to throw out a Queen of Hearts and Ace of Spades. So most people think of the Queen of Hearts, the Ace of Spades, or King of Diamonds. Like people think of the obvious cards, and then you run through it and do that. So yeah, so you could Psych Force the Jack of Clubs, or use Digital Force Bag to even try and make it a bit more thingy.
Yeah.
Or just force it like the way we did it then.
Or you could have an index of 52 decks.
Or an index of 52 decks, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I actually wanted to have a one-way deck of every single card in the studio in different places and memorize the place.
Oh, that's devious. You devious dog.
Do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The way I was thinking about it, imagine this. Imagine you tell them, okay, this is the card. We're going to put it, and it's obviously a different deck. So you put it there and you shuffle it. So now they would have to pick a number, and they think that they have to find that card. So now when you go through it, they pick the number, you're going to go past it. And they're going to get that feeling that you messed up.
Oh.
Really? But in reality, you will get it perfect.
Oh, that's so good.
Know how to get into it or how this card goes in here. You know what I mean?
Dude, what if it's like the whole deck is blank? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you say, look, before we begin, there's a 10 of clubs in this deck. I'm going to place it in randomly and shuffle it so that no one knows the exact numerical location. Oh, actually, sorry. You don't even tell them what card it is. So before we begin, we have a card here. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It goes into the deck just like this. It's gone. Somewhere it's in there and it'll go at the top. But this card will have a numerical position between 1 and 52. Name any card in the deck have.
8. Let's do the King of Spades.
Right, so I'm going to use the Jack for now because we're here.
Okay.
But I will just use it from this deck, so it doesn't matter. So there's the King of Spades. So I from decks bring in the King of Spades. Now name a number.
Let's do 11, so it's quick.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But let's say, like you said, 11. You're like, oh no, it's nowhere near. You say, but the card that you picked is the King of Spades, right? But then you show it doesn't matter because all of these were blank. So you're just like, so it's completely irrelevant. I don't know. I love what you're doing where they can see their card going past.
Yeah, that because they're gonna think that's gonna be it, right?
What if it's this? Sorry.
Yeah, go.
So okay, I'm gonna use 2 blue cards, but they see the one go past, and you're like, oh no, it's not the right one. Damn. And then so you keep going, and eventually you get to the number you stopped at. You're like, right. So this is 21. This is not your card. And then now this is blue, and when you spread, the blue card's gone.
Oh, so dude, it's like a magical
transpo.
Yeah.
Maybe actually this is their card. You're like, oh, this is your card. Didn't that have a what? Wait. You know what I mean?
Man, that is actually really good, right?
So it jumps back. There's a trick like that by Chris Kenner called Blueprint, I think. And there's one called Whack Your Pack by Paul Harris. Have you ever seen it?
Dude, I'm pretty sure I have, but you can show me.
It's like this. I think
I don't know.
So I'll do it quick. Think of one of these cards.
Got it.
Okay. And then if you were here, you play a game of Snap with me. So I'm going to go through the cards one by one, and don't give anything away. You're going to try and play Snap. If the card you're thinking of goes down, you can snap it. You got to snap it for me, but you could try and trick me and wait for a few seconds and then snap and then catch me, right? So don't tell me what it is. So you can just shout Snap in this case.
Okay.
So you'd go, the Ace of Hearts. Okay. Yes, Spade. Six of Hearts.
Snap!
No, really? Is it really? Damn, so your hand would be on top like this now, and my hand would be like, trying to get you. Like, damn, gone. And you say, what was the card you were thinking of?
6 of Hearts.
That's crazy, man, because that's the card that's been in my pocket from the beginning, and it's not even here. You know?
Oh, Whack Your Pack. Okay, got it.
Whack Your Pack. Yeah, it's super, super good. It's on. I think you can find it on the Stars of Magic video project with Paul Harris. I actually used to perform that all the time, and it would get killer reactions.
Yeah, I bet.
Because it's nice because they think of the card. It's a different premise. I'm actually going to start performing that again.
I think I will too, because that's actually it's super simple, right? They can think of any card. You just do your little things.
You spread these without exposing it. You spread most of these. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta keep the first one.
Maybe. Or you could. I mean, there's other ways of getting into it where you could just say, think of one of these. You know what I mean?
But really, all that's necessary is
you just
an X card on top, right? Yeah. Oh, okay.
So powerful, so powerful.
Dude, that's it. It's so simple and it's so good.
But again, yeah, like they think they win and they got their hands on it, nothing could have gone anywhere. And all what I loved about performing that is that like it's like this moment of like poof excitement and everyone's doing this and you're palming it out. Or
Yeah,
you're like you can
yeah.
and you can put it anywhere. You can load it under the cup. You can.
Exactly, that's true. Under the cup.
Yeah.
You just move stuff around so they have room. Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, it's so much fun. So I'm gonna read some comments. I need to hop off here soon, and you need to film your Magic Monday. But let me see if there's any.
Yeah, I used to do not similar trick, but I don't know where I learned this, but I used to do it to get money during high school to get free lunch.
Okay, what is it?
And then you basically this thing is not working. Okay, you basically, let's say this is their card.
Yeah.
How was it? So
Oh, I can.
you know what I mean? So you tell them, oh man, I can't remember. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, so let's say that's their card. 7 of hearts is their card. You do whatever shuffle. Maybe like this. Oh man, I'm like super sucking. This is so high. Anyways, you tell them, I'm gonna stop when I get to your card. So I'm gonna put cards down here and I'm gonna stop on your card. So you go like this and now you pass it. So you have the set there and then you're like, no, I think one more. Oh, there we go. I think, okay, the next card I turn over will be your card. Now, they know it's here, and they think I'm referring to this one. So you get them to bed. They're like, oh, no, that's not going to happen. I would be like, okay, well, here, I'll put 50 cents down, or I'll put $1 down. Do you match me? They'll say yes. Okay, watch, look. The very next card I turn over will be your card. That's the bet. Once the money's there, I tell them, okay, next card I turn over is your card.
Yeah, I used to win free drinks when I was a kid with that.
Dude, I got so much money just from that.
Not actual alcohol. My grandmother would take me to a bar in Spain when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I'd do that trick to the people. And they'd buy me a free Coca-Cola. It's still such a good trick. You know the other trick that I used to absolutely clean up with. Let me show you. My grandfather taught me this when I was really young. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Yippee! So, I'm gonna make sure I don't expose anything here. I'll put this in there. So, let's try this. Oh, wait. And I'm gonna have to like bounce in a second, I think. But so we'll do this for a matching card thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I used to do this all the time, man. So, say stop.
Stop.
Okay, remember that card. Don't let me see it.
Okay.
Actually, you can take that card and keep hold of it. Okay, so you're keeping hold of this. We can see it here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deal down. You should tell me where to stop anyway.
Stop.
Right there.
Yeah.
Cool. So look, I'm gonna bet you the contents of my wallet, which is a magic circle card.
Oh.
That, like, hey, or like this would be like a prediction or something that I can find the matching partner to this card, right?
Yeah.
And I would turn it over and it would be the exact one. And it would. I used to do this all the time as a kid. I'd bet you a £5 note and you just put it under the wallet, like that.
Yeah. Super simple.
Yeah.
And
I would just do this, like open up my wallet and take whatever's out, and I would be super ballsy with it as well, with a bigger wallet. I would just say, open up my wallet. I don't want to show you what's inside there. I don't want to touch it, you know?
Yeah, and in this case, they can technically do everything. You can give them the deck and tell them deal anywhere you want, so they are the ones that dealt.
Yeah.
Right? Take the cards, shuffle as much as you want, deal them on the table, and then I'm going to bet this. Boom, done. Mm-hmm. That's really good.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could do a sucker effect where like you had it for the one that you said, where it's like, okay, the next card I turn over is going to be your card. If this was a double facer, if you were like, oh, and you let them react, like, oh, and they think it's going down, but it's actually got like a 2 of clubs here, and then it vanishes, and it's back up here or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That would be cool. You would have to do maybe like a second deal as you put it down so they don't see it, right?
Well, have you ever seen that video by Richard Wiseman where he starts dealing from a red deck and it turns into a blue deck, and it doesn't turn into a blue deck. He literally just grab some of these. People just don't recognize, right? You say something like, I want you to count how many clubs you see. All right. So count how many clubs. All right.
Okay. One, two, three.
Okay, how many did you see?
3.
Cool. Did you notice when the deck became blue?
No.
Genuinely?
It was. I really didn't. It was red.
The first cards I dealt were black ones.
Oh fuck, dude! I didn't.
So I was like, count how many clubs there are. So I did this.
Dude, I swear I didn't notice when it switched.
Yeah, and then it's a blue.
I kind of want to give it away, but have you seen the other Richard Wiseman trick? Let's call it the color changing Richard Wiseman trick.
I think so. I've seen most of his stuff.
Where it's like it's not just the deck that changes color. You know what I mean?
Yes, and the whole.
Yeah. Like, boom, everything.
I seen him lecture. He did the coolest thing ever. He was on stage and he went, and someone went, achoo! He went, bless you. And they went, achoo. From my point of view, it looked like that. He could obviously see that they were about to go, but it looked like he made them sneeze. It was like
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, so no one else could see they were going to sneeze. He's like, achoo. And they were like, achoo!
Wow. Oh, man, I gotta use that.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, someone said that card trick with all the same 1x4 stack is called, this trick is Mistake at Any Number by Victor Pineapple. Cool. So go ahead and find that, guys.
Yeah.
Marcio Roja says, hi Lloyd, watch all your videos, big fan from Brazil. Wow, sending a hug. What's up, dude? Big hugs back. Yeah, so... but I think, because we have a delay, I think people are going to watch you seeing this trick now. So I'm watching it in my window where they become blue. You could totally use it in the context of a magic trick for a color changing deck routine, you know?
It probably can be used. And it'll fool the crap out of magicians.
Yeah. Stu Batman asks, do you guys get an endless supply of cherries? Everyone I know that works for Murphy's have a ton of cherries. I don't know if I get endless. I've got a few bricks. Probably if I asked.
Yeah, like if I ask, they'll probably give me unlimited. Now, these orange ones, they're getting close to how like the Copac Slimline feel, that I really like how these feel. And I don't know, maybe these will have a similar feel. But these actually feel super good. We always need cards at the studio, so we technically, whenever we run out, we go to the main office, the warehouse, and we get some.
Perks of the job, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sean Jackson has just done a super chat. Thank you. Praise the Sean. He says, hey Lloyd, I gotta go now. I'll catch you later, but can you just remind us how to join the Society of Secrets? Yeah, dude. So basically, head to patreon.com/LloydB. Let me see if I can link people. If people want to join up. And just join, become a member now. That gives you all the exclusive tutorials that will never, ever be on YouTube. And it gives you access to the private Discord, the Society of Secrets Discord, with probably the real stuff goes down. So, yep, there's tons and tons of members already, and it's a place where I share the best material, which is too good for YouTube. On that note, thank you all so much for watching. Javier, where can everybody find you? Tell us what's going on, what maybe coming up from you in the future. And send everyone to one place.
Dude, this feels like I'm on an episode of
Hot Ones, yes!
Yeah, well, you can find me in your heart. No. You can find me on the YouTubes machine, and I'm also on the IG. I'm probably gonna also do some TikToks, but mainly right now I'm just focusing on YouTube and life. So YouTube is my name, Javier Flanmayer. I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for listening to my rambles and hanging out with us. So I appreciate you guys.
Cool. All right, love you guys. It's been a while. I'm so excited to have the thanks Jake, thanks Alex, thanks Stu, Zach, everyone, Michael. It's been a while since I streamed on here. It's the first one of the new year, and then I think it was like a fortnight ago, maybe, that we did one, or even maybe 3 weeks ago, which is unlike me because I'm really strict with the schedule. But I did have a bit of a chill over Christmas because if you guys didn't notice, I grinded hard all year, and I decided to treat myself with a bit of time to chill over Christmas. But I'm back, bigger, better, stronger than ever before. So get ready for 2023. We're about to crush it. And if you're not following Hav, please go and subscribe. His channel's genuinely, and shut up, it's better than my channel. So if you want to learn good creative magic that you can actually perform, go and do that. And me and Hav are going to team up with some ideas as well, for some things we've got in mind. So best of both worlds. Hit us both up. And I've had so much fun tonight, dude. I feel creatively, what's the word? Like, I feel like my creative itch has been scratched.
Oh, good. Good.
You know what I mean?
I'm down to scratch that itch whenever you want.
Thank you. That was Sister K saying, have you finished? So, yes. All right, everyone. I will see you all in 2 weeks' time on the live stream, but I will be back on Tuesday for Tutorial Tuesday, which is, well, Javier's seen it already. Javier helped with it this week.
It's really good. It's really good. I was like,
what were you like?
Like,
ooh. All right, I'm going to press the end stream button, Javier, but there's a 1 minute delay or something. So, don't swear, don't get naked, don't make love to the cat for at least 1 minute, and I'll tell you when to go.
okay, you got it.
Okay, bye everyone. Love you all. Thank you all for tuning in. See you soon. This is the awkward silence part.
Okay.
Yeah, where you don't get naked.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
You can just like ready yourself.
Some ASMR.
I'm into it.
Oh. That is the coolest.
Cool.
Oh, I hear that. Lick up. Oh. Question. Is art also shown or no?
I think so, yeah. It's like such a delay.
That's weird, right?
It's at least like 2 minutes delay, I think.
Oh, so you gotta keep.
Yeah, let me listen. I can listen and see where the delay is. That was Sister K saying, have you finished? So, yes. All right, everyone. I will see time on the live stream, but I will be back on Tuesday for Tutorial Tuesday, which is, well, Javier's seen it already. Javier helped with it this week.
It's really good. It's really good. I was like,
what were you like?
like,
ooh. All right, I'm going to press the end stream button, Javier, but there's a 1 minute delay or something. So, don't swear, don't get naked, don't make love to the cat for at least 1 minute, and I'll tell you when to go.
okay, you got it.
Okay, bye everyone. Love you all. Thank you all for tuning in. See you soon. This is the awkward silence part. Wow, how long was that delay, man? Where you don't get